What is up, beautiful people? Happy Wednesday. Happy February. What is up? Listen, I have been tuning into some spiritual downloads that I've been receiving, and I just want to share one or two with them, one or two of them with you all today. So that's what we're here to do. We're just going to get it in really quickly. I see y'all coming in. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Listen, I've been receiving some spiritual downloads over the last few days. For those of y'all who are in our communities, for those of y'all who just got off of Patreon with us, um, I told y'all how I'm juice fasting for 21 days. I'm saying 21 days, but who knows what God may do and say. You know, it may go to 40 days, it may go to 50 days, but what I am is open to receiving the healing, the blessings, the abundance, the growth, the expansion that comes from sacrificing the human, sacrificing the ego to tap into a deeper level of spirit, to tap into a deeper level of my higher divine self. So I'm open to that and I'm ready for that and I'm excited for that. And y'all, as I've been leading up to this day, Wednesday, February 1st, and starting this juice fast, as I've been leading up to this day, starting, I believe, starting on Saturday, I have just been eating straight fruits and vegetables. That's it, right? And from that process, I've already received so many downloads, even from just eating just straight fruits and vegetables, not cooked, raw. Even just from that, I'm already feeling very open and receptive, and insights have been coming through. And a side note, okay, a side note, actually, before I jump, because I'm jumping right in, which may be a part of the process, maybe a part of the learning that I'm going through right now. But let me say hey to y'all. What's up, Xavier? Hey, Iman, peace, sis. What's up, Next Level? What's up, Gemini Goddess? What's up, Stephanie? What's up, Divine Magic Nicole? Hey, sis. What's up, Eileen? Holistic Urbanite. Denisha. I love that name, Denisha. What's up? What's up, Tremel? What's up, Illuminated Vibe? How are y'all doing? Listen, um, I want to tell y'all just straight off the rip for anybody. What's up, East Tea Tree? Hey, sis. What's up, Crystals Immerse? Hey, y'all. Hey, love. Um, I'm already having some very interesting things happen just from not eating starches, right? Not eating a whole bunch of beans and things like that. Like Dream and I in our household, we've been plant-based eating, for a long time. But every now and then we eat our fries and we have pastas and we have potatoes and that's how we've been eating, and we enjoy it, right? We enjoy it. But even from these last few days, from Saturday to today, not eating those starches, not eating those potatoes, not eating, all the beans and all of that stuff, for me personally, I'm already recognizing some changes. It's like what's happening right now spiritually. I don't know if any of y'all have ever experienced this, and y'all can let me know in the chat, but spiritually for me right now, it's like my brain is rewiring. So it's like, even when I'm talking, my words kind of get jumbled up. And as I'm like typing on the computer, I'm like misspelling things, because what's happening is a rewiring is taking place. It's like my mind is like, oh, we're doing something different. My body is like, oh, we're doing something different. And it's like disconnecting some of these neural pathways that were in place. And let me tell y'all, no matter how much spiritual work you or I do, there's always going to be room for growth and a greater expansion of our minds. And that's just the nature of being humans, of being spiritual beings having a human experience. Within this human experience, there's automatically limitation. Always going to be some form of limitation in our thinking and in our being. But as we continue to grow, our past limitations don't have to be our future limitations. And so, as I've been just doing this work and just going through this experience, my mind and things like my words are all funny and things like that. So if I like get jumbled up on words, you know why. Okay. You know why. So I'm not even here to talk about the 21-day fast, but some reason I feel drawn to talk about it. So I just want to say, if any of you have been thinking about doing some form of a detox, doing some form of a cleanse, commit yourself to it. And you know what? I'm going to come back to this video when I am in the thick of this 21-day juice fast. I'm going to come back to this video and remind myself of why I'm doing it, okay? So if you've been thinking about it, commit yourself to it. And you can set an intention, all right? So if you've been wanting better health, if you've been wanting to create more abundance, if you want to create more financial freedom, if you want to understand your purpose, your calling, if you want to understand your love and your relationship life, do something like this, a 21-day fast or a fast of some sort. Do something like that and attach that intention to it. That way, some of the things, you give space for some of those things to come up and for you to actually resolve them, transform them, and heal them. Okay? Yes, yes, yes. All righty. So, 2 downloads that I just received that you all need to be implementing in 2023. The very first thing that I want to talk about, it came to me yesterday. It's been cold out here in Houston and, and rainy and wet. And so yesterday I'm driving the girls to school and I'm driving Miss Daisy. I'm taking it slow. I'm taking it easy. And I was just so grateful that my spirit was not in a rush to get them to school, because I think a lot of times with our human lives and jobs and businesses and children, we could oftentimes find ourselves in a rush. Okay. Do you all ever feel like that? Y'all let me know. Even if you don't have kids, if you got school or that job, or you have these responsibilities, do you ever feel like you're just rushing through life and you're just going from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next? Y'all let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Put a 1 in. Okay, we got yes by Stephanie, or you could put a 1 in the chat if you felt that way. Like you're just constantly on the go, you're just constantly on the move. And so I was driving them to daycare and I was taking it easy, and all the cars were driving so fast. Mind y'all, it's wet and cold and foggy. And I'm just driving, I'm just taking it easy. I'm like, oh, I'm just not going to rush. Because typically, when you are doing something for so long, that thing becomes your norm. For some of you, like it was for me in the past, rushing was the norm. Even though I may have left the house on time, I may don't have no time restriction as to what time I can get here, but for some reason, I'm just driving fast. For some reason, I'm just feeling like I have to do things fast, like I just have to get things done. Even though there's no restriction, there's no specific time that I have to be there. There's no specific time that I have to get this thing done. But for some reason, that rushed anxiety feeling is my norm, and you don't even realize it. You don't even recognize that is your state of being. And so Spirit was just like, the song keeps coming in my head. I played this song for some of my coaching clients. I also told this song in the reading that I did for Patreon. It's Vienna by Billy Joel. It keeps coming up. And when these things happen, I realize that it's not just for me. It's a collective energy that we need to understand. And the song is called Vienna. And he says, slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything and everywhere before your time, right? And I'm just like, I keep hearing this song and I keep on feeling this energy. This must mean that collectively and universally, we unconsciously rush our process because we've just been so indoctrinated with, you got to be at school by 8:30. You got to be at that job by 8:30. You got to go pick up those kids by 3:30 or by 4:30. You want to have that dinner cooked by this time. You got to do this. Did you do that? Did you do that? Did you do that? And Spirit is just like, slow down. You're doing fine. Okay? You're doing fine. And the results and the goals and the desires that you have, just as you seek for them, they are also seeking and searching for you. You know? I have to have this profitable business right now. I got to manifest this divine partner right now. I got to heal this right now. And Spirit is just like, can you just slow down and trust that everything happens in divine timing? You will get there. If you're following the protocols, if you're following the callings, you're listening to the messages, you're trusting Spirit, you will get there. I want everybody in the chat right now to just type, slow down. Just slow down. It's so important because oftentimes, y'all, when we're moving so fast, we miss these powerful, pivotal moments, messages that Spirit has for us. And so this year in 2023, I want to challenge you all to practice stillness and to practice slowing down. And this is directly connected to mindfulness. It's really about cultivating a mindful practice. Okay? You know what I was hearing from Spirit, and I'm hearing it right now, is you are worth the wait. You're worth the wait. Okay? Whatever you desire, if it's worth it, you can take your time in it. I realize in my own life that anytime I try to rush to do something, it never turns out as good as I want it to turn out because the energy feels more forced. But you know, this takes an expansion of the mind. And we have to pay attention to our mental programs because sometimes when we feel like things don't happen at the time where our ego and our fear-based, trauma-based thinking tells us things should happen, we start to talk negatively about ourselves. We start to say things like, damn, I don't know why I haven't did that, or I'm so behind, or I'm so late, or I keep on procrastinating, or I keep on doing all of these different things. We start to communicate a message to ourselves that says that we are out of alignment with divinity, that we are out of alignment with spirit, that we are out of alignment with our higher selves. Instead of understanding that even if you missed this appointment, spirit already put certain things in place so that when you are ready and you do get to that point, it works out better than you imagined. Come on, spirit. It works out better than you even imagined when you start to observe these things as everything is really always working out in your favor. So, as spiritual beings at this time and in this year, I want you to truly understand that everything is in divine order. All right? And when you get the call, you answer. But guess what? Sometimes we miss the call. Sometimes we miss the call. You know, sometimes your phone was on silent. Sometimes your phone was on the charger in the other room. Sometimes you were distracted and you were preoccupied with something else. Sometimes you allowed whatever was happening in your physical reality to distract you, right, from answering that call. Sometimes that happens. But you want to know something powerful about spirit? You want to know something powerful about God, your higher self, your spirit team, and your angels? You want to know something powerful about them? Let me know if y'all want to know. And when I tell y'all, it's such a powerful thing because I swear every time I talk to y'all, I'm talking to a version of myself. I'm always talking to a version of myself that needs and needed this message. I love what Holistic Urbanite said. She said, I am a loving God. I love that. Yes, 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 yes. And you know, one of the fruits of love is this very sweet word that we call grace. One of the fruits of love that is so sweet and that is so necessary is grace. And guess what? We all need grace. We all need to show ourselves some grace. We all need to show our family members, our loved ones, our bodies grace. So even when you don't show up for whatever reason, right? For whatever reason, grace is still yours. Okay? And what grace stems from a deep place of compassion and understanding of the human condition. It comes from understanding compassion and empathy for the human condition. Okay? So before I go on even further into the other download that I have been called to share with y'all, I want to say this. I got a gift for y'all. It's February 1st. It's the month of that we celebrate love and relationships, even though you should be celebrating love and relationships every day, right? Ideally, you want to celebrate love and your most intimate relationships every day. But that doesn't happen. So in this month, as a total for today, I am offering you all a flash sale in love readings for only $36. So the same love, the same effort, the same intention, the same spirit that I put into all of the other stuff that I do, I want to give you all insight into your love life, right? What's happening in your current love life. I want to help you to understand some of the repetitive patterns that you have that may be causing issues in your love and your relationships. I want to help you to understand those patterns so that you can break them. I want to help you to understand what your specific method of attracting and manifesting love is. And I just want to help you to understand what it is that you truly desire, what it is that you are truly seeking out of love. Okay. And so for the next 7 or 8 hours, my love and relationship readings for the month of November. I'm saying November. Why am I saying November? I know why I'm saying November, right? When people be getting it in November. No, that's not correct. I don't know why I'm saying November. Maybe I need to call some of my November family members. But see, that's what I'm talking about for this fast and for this, the raw vegan that I've been doing for the last few days. I'm telling you, my mind is like doing all of these types of things. So what I want to tell you, oh, somebody may be having a baby in November. That's what I'm hearing. Babies. In February, you be getting it in and all of that stuff. And then November comes, people have babies. That's what I'm hearing. Oh, okay. This month, y'all may be cooking up some work. Have you a little Scorpio baby. Yes, November East Tea Tree. I don't know why that November is coming up. Okay, let me post the link really quickly so that if you are interested in getting a love and relationship reading, flash sale, $36 for today only. I'm a hook you up with that. Let me get the link posted, and then we're gonna go into the other download that I received that I am called to share with you now. Dreamwise, I thought you were gonna. Oh, there's Dreamwise. He posting it right there. Thank you, babe. Appreciate it. Appreciate that, my love. All righty. So let me tell y'all something else. Oh, another gift that I'm doing. Some of y'all know this, but the Sacrament of Sacred Love. Today is day one. Shout out to everybody that is already in the Sacrament of Sacred Love course. Today is day one. If you go ahead and get your reading, if you go ahead and pay for it, book it, all of that good stuff like that. If you go ahead and do that, I am going to give you access into day one of the Sacrament of Sacred Love. So let's say you've been like, ooh, that class sounds interesting. I don't, I'm interested in it, but I don't know. I'm scared. I don't know. Da 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 da. If that's something that you've been doing and thinking, when you get your reading, when you pay for your reading, I'm going to send you an email with the link for day one of tonight's class, the Sacrament of Sacred Love. And it's so good because today we're talking about the mentality and the mindset of attracting, manifesting, and sustaining sacred love. Okay. So again, you're going to have up until, I want to say 7 o'clock tonight to be able to get that reading so that you can join the class tonight. The class starts tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you are in those other standard times, do the adjustments, okay? Do the adjustments. But the class is tonight. Once you pay for your love reading, you're going to receive an email with the Zoom link for the class. And I'm excited to see all of y'all in there. Tonight is going to be super powerful because we're going to work through the mentality of love. And I'm excited because I'm going to be coming with some energy based off of a whole bunch of past life stuff, a whole bunch of past life love and relationship activations that have just been coming through for me. All right. If y'all are ready to hear the second download and activation that I received from Spirit to share with y'all on this day? Put a 2 in the chat. Let me know. Put a 2 in the chat. Say, we are ready, so that I know. I know some of y'all probably be hopping off to go buy the readings and things like that. But I want to know if y'all are ready for part 2 of this work, because I'm ready to give it to you. Okay. I'm ready to give it to you. I'm ready to give it to you. So yes. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you. So again, part 1 was slow down. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. Spirit is aligning you. And even when you miss the call, your healing opportunities, your growth, your transformation, it will come again, and it will be aligned for where you are at that time. Okay. So understand that first and foremost. I really want y'all to be clear on that. All right. That's one. Slow down. You're doing fine. All right. Okay. Beautiful. So over the last few nights, as I've been in this raw vegan phase and knowing that I'm about to embark on this juice fasting journey, literally, y'all, every night I've been having these different thoughts. And just really asking my higher self to just give me insight and understanding as to why I'm being called to do this work right now. What's the healing that's going to take place? What's going to be coming out on the other side of it? And do y'all know, every single night that I've asked a question, I've received an answer. Every single night. One of the most miraculous things actually happened 2 nights ago. So let me say this. If you've even been thinking about being raw vegan, if you've been thinking about just doing the raw plant-based thing, maybe for a few days, maybe for a month or whatever, do it. Okay. Because I've been hitting it Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I did it for 5 days basically. And even just doing that, there were so many downloads that came through, and my mind opened up in such a beautiful way. So I encourage you to do it. Okay. So about a few nights ago, I'm going to bed. And before I go to bed, I really get into like a meditative state where I talk to God, I talk to my higher self, my spirit team, because in my dreams is where I see a lot of things and I get a lot of answers. And so I was going to bed, and I'm just like, Spirit, show me. And I'm thinking it's going to happen in my dream. So I'm going to bed, and I'm like, Spirit, show me my support team. Show me my support team. Show me my guidance. Show me why, how is this serving me? Why am I doing this? Just give me something that inspires me to know, that everything is working out. Like, give me something to know that I am truly divinely supported, and that, this is a divine sacred call. And so, y'all, I'm dozing off or whatever, and Kimmy starts like moving around. Kimmy still sleeps in the bed with us, right? I don't know about y'all, but our kids, all of them slept in the bed with us. So Kimmy's in the bed, and she's moving around, and and her movement pulls me out of the sleep state and into that in-between realm. And right as I open my eyes, I see this big orb. I want to say it was about the size of a large watermelon. A big orb. It's kind of bluish. It's a light bluish kind of iridescent, illuminated color. And I just see it. And I'm like, oh, shit. Thank you, Spirit. Like, immediately, I had just asked Spirit to show me my support. I had just asked Spirit to show me, that I'm being divinely guided, that I'm being divinely supported, and that everything is working out. I had literally asked Spirit to show me that. And not 5 minutes later, y'all, I want to tell y'all, I was literally talking to Spirit, and then I dozed off, and like Kimmy started moving, and it woke me up. And right when I woke up, I see it. I just see this orb. I see it grow. It literally started off small and it grew into like the size of a watermelon and then it disappeared. And it was a bluish, light bluish color. And I instantly knew that we in this season and in this year on an everyday basis have to ask. What do I mean? I know for me, this has been a big deal for me over the last couple of months, to where Spirit is like, you need to be asking for every damn thing. Why are we afraid, or why are we not asking God, our higher selves, for answers, for clarity, for guidance? Really ask yourself, when's the last time that I just asked for guidance, for clarity, for understanding, for steps, for when's the last time? What we do is we spend a lot of time in our heads analyzing everything, breaking everything down, decoding everything, instead of simply asking for more clarity. Instead of simply asking for exactly what we want. I heard this saying from this lady on Instagram. She's hilarious. She's like a Nigerian lady. And I believe she's Christian, but she puts a lot of spiritual insight into her post on Instagram. I've shared one of her videos before on Instagram. And she said, why do people fear asking God questions? And she said something so good. She said, a lot of times the reason why people fear asking God questions whenever things are happening in our lives, whenever we're doing the work and we're not seeing the results, or, whenever we are wanting certain manifestations to come in our lives, a lot of people are afraid of asking God because we've been programmed with this idea of don't question God. That religious belief that you just have to accept everything that is showing up in your life instead of questioning God, instead of questioning your higher self. And she said that level of indoctrination, it came from the pastors, the preachers' wives, your mamas and your daddies. And this is something we gotta understand, right? It comes from the don't question the authority. And the reason why we couldn't question the authority is because the ego of the authority was fragile. And so I've even had to catch myself with this with our son, KJ. A few weeks ago, maybe a few months ago, I told him to do something. He said, why? And I was offended. I was offended that he said why, because that's the program that I've been indoctrinated with. You don't ask authority figures why, you just do. Right? So for some of you, it comes from your mother and your father and them telling you don't ask why, just do. But I think now I realize that it's important to differentiate those times when asking why is actually necessary. When asking how is actually necessary. Okay? So we have to understand that we carry that same energy into our spiritual connection with our higher self and with our spirit team. Okay? We carry that same type of vibration into our relationship with God, with the divine, with the all. And Spirit was just telling me, and this has been really coming up for like the last 3 months or so, since November. Just asking for the guidance, asking for the support, asking for the insight, asking for the download, asking for the nurturing, asking for the money. Okay. I am infinite being says, I think for me, I don't ask because I assume I wouldn't recognize when the answer has come. Oh, that's so powerful. That is so powerful. And I understand. I understand. Man, I understand so deeply because I had asked the question. Great example. Just happened the other night. I had asked the question. I said, "Okay, Spirit, show me my divine support. You know, show me my support system. Show me all of these things." And I saw the orb. So that to me said, okay, I have angelic support. I need to make sure that as I'm doing my spiritual work, that I'm calling on these archangels. Like stop, like I know that there are many probably spiritual teachers out there that say, oh, archangels, they don't exist. That's just for you. It's only angels and angels of light and things like that, which I believe that is true too. But I believe that these energies really come through and give us what we need in divine timing. And so if we have to call it Archangel Michael, if we have to call it Archangel Metatron, if we have to call it Archangel Raphael, then that's just what we have to do in order to convince ourselves that we are receiving the insight that we need. Okay? Whatever you have to call it, that just is what it is. So I asked Spirit that question, and I saw a young lady in my dream. So I saw the orb, and then when I went to sleep, I saw a young lady who we have a very beautiful connection. But she is super, I don't want to say super religious, but she's heavy into her church. You know, Jesus is her Lord and Savior. And but she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. She's so compassionate. She's so smart. She has a drive like no other. Like when I tell you she has a drive like no other, like she's like us. It's so funny. Her and her husband are the Christian versions of Dream and I. Her and her husband are the Christian version of Dream and I. You know, natural births at home, you know, unmedicated, non-vaccinated kids. Her and I both played college volleyball. Dream played college basketball. Her husband played college football. Um, and whenever we talk and come together, our connection is just inseparable. It doesn't matter our religious beliefs or our spiritual beliefs. For some reason, we are just so connected and we just get each other. I actually am going to text her today. Um, and she does similar work that I do. She does coaching as well, but she does coaching from like the physical standpoint and things like that. And she runs marathons and stuff like that. But in my dream, she just came and she just gave me a hug. And we just hugged each other. But the energy felt kind of weird because I was like, okay, why is this feeling kind of like it was weird? I'm still trying to understand. So I get what you're talking about. I am infinite being, because when she gave me the hug, it felt kind of like a sexual energy. And I didn't understand that because we're like sisters. So I was kind of confused about that. And I'm still working through it. But at least, and here's the point that I'm making to your comment, at least I asked the question and I got some sort of insight. And so now I have to explore that. So now that exploration looks like, let me text her, check on her, and see how she's doing. Let me see how she's doing. What's happening with her? How is she? How are her kids doing? How is her husband doing? And then through that conversation, because she is who I seen in the dream, through that conversation, I will get more clarity and understanding on the answer that Spirit gave me. Okay? So that's what you do. You have to understand that one, you're worth the answer, whether you understand it or not. Whether you understand what's being communicated or not, you are worth those answers. And you know, your higher self and your spirit team have been saying this the whole time. Like, ask for help. You always answer my calls. When I call, you come. Who knows that song? You always answer my calls. When I call, you come. Y'all know that song? Jill Scott and Robert Glasper. Honey, in this season of my life, in 2023, man, I got to go back and listen to that song because that song will shake up your spirit. That song will shake up your spirit for the better, for the good. Like, why the hell are we not calling? Why are you not calling? I want you to really ask yourself that. If you found yourself in any situation, in any circumstance that does not align with your highest good and what you desire for yourself, you need to make more calls. If it's about abundance, make more calls. You may not like the answer. I don't particularly like the idea of not eating cooked, delicious food. I don't necessarily like that. I mean, today is day 1 of my 21-day juice fast, and Dream and I were dropping off the girls to school, and my ego was already like, you sure you want to do this? Because you like to eat and you like Starbucks and you like all of that. Are you sure you want to do this? But I'm answering the call. I've made the call, and now I'm also answering the call. Come on. I made the call and said, Spirit, okay, what do I need to do to release any stagnation to my greatness? Any blockage, what do I need to do? And I kept on seeing 12s and 21s, and I just kept on seeing that 3 resonance energy. I just kept on seeing that. And I was like, damn. And my spirit, one thing I am grateful about is that if I get the call, I'm just going to go ahead. Like, I don't think about things for too long, depending on what it is. So like when I was told, okay, you have to fast, I started the very next day. I said, okay, you know what? Because I didn't have the produce for the juices. I got the call to fast last Friday. And I didn't have the produce, didn't have a plan, didn't have a structure, didn't have a protocol on how to go about it. And so my spirit says what you can do right now is only eat fruits and vegetables. You can do that right now, today, no questions asked about it. And so that very next day on Saturday, I went straight in. I didn't give myself the time to even talk myself out of it. Okay? Because I'm asking Spirit a question. I'm like, okay, there's more, there's greater, there's healing, there's transformation, there's manifestation that is on the horizon for me. Help me to see and understand what I'm not seeing. Okay? And we all have that. We all have this new heightened level of self-awareness, self-assurance, self-confidence, self-esteem, self-realization. I mean, I just know. Like, let me tell y'all what I see for myself. Can I share with y'all what I see for myself? Is that okay? Say do tell. Say do tell in the chat. Do tell in the chat. Do tell, D-Ray, what do you see? I want to tell y'all what I see for myself. Okay. So, awesome. Thank you. You know, sometimes they say don't share your visions with people because, you know, people's egos and their unconscious mind will block it. But I want to tell y'all just a glimpse, because if I tell you a glimpse, you'll understand what I'm talking about a little bit better. So here's how I've seen myself. And I don't know the how, I don't know the when, I don't know all of that, but I just see it. And I know that this is a part of the process. I've literally seen myself on a stage speaking about spiritual healing and transformation in front of thousands of people. Okay. You know how y'all see Tony Robbins and what's my girl? What is her name? I see her face. Nicole. Her name is not Nicole. It's a Black woman, powerful speaker. For some reason, I can't see her name. I can't see her name right now. And I want it, so I'm going to find it. But I see myself, Lisa Nichols. You got my back, Galactic Indigo Goddess. You got my back, Galactic Indigo Goddess. Yes. Lisa Nichols. Such an inspiration. I actually had Lisa Nichols on my vision board. She's actually on one of my vision boards, you know? But that's how I see myself. And I'm like, okay, Spirit, I see this. What do I need to purge from my being to become that person? And sometimes, family, we can't see the blockages. It's unconscious. One thing that I realize about my purpose, though, is that I can help others to see their unconscious mind. And through me helping them see their unconscious mind, it helps me to see mine as well. Such a powerful thing. So you all have a vision of yourself like I have that vision of myself, where I am being paid, compensated handsomely to stand on a stage and speak from a place of power, a place of knowing, where I'm able to channel all of this angelic information, all of this higher consciousness, and share these messages with people. That's how I see myself. That's the vision that I've seen for my life. Okay? But that thing can't come into fruition if the person who I am today isn't transformed and changed into that state of being. Okay? There's work that I have to do. There's purging that has to take place. There's transformation that has to take place. There's healing that has to take place. There's release that has to take place. There's embodiment that has to take place. So you got to answer the call, but you also have to make the call to say, okay, Spirit, what is it that I need to do to even realize and recognize those blockages, that stagnation, those delays? What do I need to do to even be able to see it so that I can do something different? You have to be able to see and observe yourself in order to purge, transform, to get there. And so doing something like a juice fast is going to force me to see some shit that maybe my ego was resistant and reluctant in allowing me to see. Because if I see it and I observe it, now I'm forced to transform. Okay? So you have to ask every day from now on, the entire year. I want you to propose a question to your higher self, to your spirit team, to your spirit guides, to your ancestors. Ask them questions. Stop feeling like you have to do this thing alone. They say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. You got to ask for that teacher to show up. You got to ask for that coach to show up. You got to ask for those angels and those ancestors to do work on your behalf. You have to ask for that. They are there. They're there. They're just waiting on the sideline. Like, when are you going to tag me in? When are you going to tag me in to do work on your behalf, to cleanse and clear some shit, to give you the understanding? But we want to just be, just in our heads and trying to figure this shit out all by ourselves. Or we ask for the guidance and we receive divine guidance, but we don't take the steps. We don't take the action because our ego is too big. Our ego is too inflated. Okay? Literally. So it's so spiritual, y'all. It's so spiritual. I literally asked this question in the middle of the night. I said, Spirit, give me that confirmation. Help me to understand what message I'm supposed to give. And y'all, I woke up in the middle of the night and this was my phone in the middle of the night, just this morning. You see that? Hold on, let it focus. 2/22, February 1st. And my spirit just said, and when I saw that in the middle of the night, literally, I rolled over and just tapped my phone. I don't know why I tapped my phone, because I'm like, okay, I'm waking up. What time is it? Rolled over, tapped my phone, 2/22 on February 1st. I said, it's done. I said, it's done. This juice fast that I'm on is tapping me into higher levels of healing, to higher levels of being, and it's going to help me to show up greater as myself, stronger within myself, more powerful within myself, a deeper understanding of myself, healing myself, connecting with myself so that I can show up more powerfully for myself. And as I show up more powerfully for myself, it helps me to show up more powerfully for you all. So I ask you, when's the last time you asked your higher self to show you some shit? To give you the revelation, to give you the download, to give you the insight, to give you the support. When's the last time you asked? Y'all let me know in the chat, for real. Every night since Friday night last week, every night I've asked a question and every night I've had an answer. I asked Spirit about abundance the other night. I don't know what night it was. I said, Spirit, let me know if I'm actually in alignment with the abundance that I desire. Y'all, I go to sleep and I see one of my old homeboys from college. Some of y'all may follow his wife. His wife has 100,000 followers or something on Instagram. Her name is what's her name on Instagram? Her name is Lauren. I am Lauren Lyrics, right? Her name is I am Lauren Lyrics, right? Her husband is one of my old homeboys from college. We went to South Carolina State together. And I saw both of them in my dream. The same night that I asked about abundance, both of them are in my dream. And we're like talking in a living room or something like that. Spirit showed me absolutely yes. And why do I say that for them? They own so many properties of real estate. They own multiple trucking companies. Their portfolio is just so diversified. They have so many assets and in so many different ways. And so when I saw her in my dream, the question that I had about abundance, Spirit just answered yes to my question. Okay? So I leave y'all with that, with those two things. And I want to say to you again, go get your spiritual love readings. Whether you are in a relationship or not, these readings are going to give you powerful, powerful insight. Even if you are a wife, listen, don't get it twisted. I do readings on myself pertaining to Dream and I's relationship. Spirit, what do I need to do? What's going on here? Who do I need to be? I ask those questions about us. If you're single and you're like, okay, I don't know what I need to do to attract the love that I'm looking for. This spiritual love reading, if you were not able to join the Sacrament of Love class, this reading is still going to give you great insight, powerful insight into your love life, into your love language, into what it is you need to do to align with sacred love and spiritual partnership. This reading is going to do that for you for $36 only for today. After 7 o'clock today, that deal, that offer is going off, okay? After 7 o'clock today, that offer is going off. But the other gift of this reading is that you're also going to get access to day one today of the Sacrament of Sacred Love. Today is day one of the Sacrament of Sacred Love, and you are going to get access to that. So you are going to get to be a part of the class. The class is going to be held on Zoom. Today, we're diving into the mentality and the mindset and the mindfulness of sacred love. So if you get your love reading, you have until the end of today, or the 7 o'clock, I should say. You have to that time to get it. If you get it, you're going to receive a link to Zoom where you can join the Sacrament of Sacred Love Day 1 class. I'm so excited to give y'all this insight and this powerful, powerful wisdom. So again, for 2023 family, you have to ask more. You have to ask more. And do me a favor right now. Let me know in the chat if this message has resonated with you all today. Let me know in the chat if it's resonated with y'all today. And then in the comments of this video, let me know which of the messages was most important for you to hear. Did you need to hear you need to slow down more? Or did you need to hear you need to ask more? Let me know if it resonates in the chat right now. And then in the comments of this video, definitely let me know if slowing down more or asking more, which one was most important for you, which one resonated most with you. And that's very important for you to get clear on, because whether you need to slow down or whether you need to ask more, I want you to create a plan for your life, a daily plan for your life, for you to implement these things every day in 2023. Okay? Ask and slow down. They say a closed mouth don't get fed, and ain't that the truth? Okay? You have to ask. All right? You have to ask. All right? So, and let me tell y'all, you cannot make this up. Can I show y'all something real quick before I get off of here? I just received an email. I just received an email from somebody. Mind you, the last time I did readings was December, I believe. The last time I did readings was December. Why I'm just now receiving an email right now from somebody that got a reading, basically saying the reading was bomb.com. Oh my God. Look at this. I'm not going to show y'all their name, but I'm going to just show y'all when they got a reading in December. Look at this. You can't see their name. You can't see the name. Hold on. You can't see the name. This is, come on, Spirit don't play. I see, Spirit doesn't play. You just get confirmations. And every time I get these confirmations, I'll be like, damn, I got to ask more. I just have to ask more and trust the answers. So I'm talking to y'all about reading. Mind you, okay, look at the top of my phone. This is so dope. At the top of my phone, you see it says, here is your reading. Here is your reading. Boom. I covered up their names. I don't want you to see their name. So this person just emailed me right now. I don't know if they emailed me because they're watching this live. I don't know. Look how long this is. Look how long this is. Do you see all of that? Do you see all of that? Why would a person email me all of that if it wasn't some straight fire happening? Okay? If it wasn't some straight fire happening, why would somebody email me this long thing? Wow. And to do it at this very same time as I'm telling y'all about getting a reading. And I'm just going to read one thing. It says, I want to thank you for your time and energy. The reading was refreshing. You hit the spot on almost everything you said. It's like you were describing me from 10 years ago as well as me now. I'm not even going to get into the other stuff, but you heard what he said. And this is a man. So for y'all brothers who be like, ooh, I don't know about all of that, whatever. This is a man who literally just said, thank you for your time and energy. The reading was refreshing. You hit the spot on almost everything you said. It's like you are describing me from 10 years ago and now at the same time. I can't. And you know what? I take no responsibility for it. I take no responsibility for it. Lastly, again, I thank you for your time and energy. You're definitely good at this. This is my second reading, and it was by far the best. The ancestors got their hands on you and Dreamwise. Y'all stay safe down there with those winter storms. Sending y'all love, peace, and good vibes. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. That's super powerful. All righty. So with that, like I said, I just trust spirit, and I'm just going to keep asking for more. And I encourage you all to keep asking for more. Keep asking for more because you're worth that. You're literally worth that. You're worth that. You're worth that. You're worth that. Ask them for help. You don't have to go at this world alone. You don't. And then lastly, slow down. Slow down. You're worth the wait. Everything is working out in your favor divinely. Divine timing is at play in your life. Now lean more into the trust, okay? That's my time, y'all. Gotta go. I love you. I appreciate you. I look forward to seeing y'all tonight at the Sacrament of Sacred Love class. If you get the reading, you'll receive the link. And then for all of y'all who are already in the class, your email has already been sent out for the link. And I'll see y'all there. Peace.